was attached to the speaker. Right. So, good afternoon, everyone. Tajahau. Uh, Welcome to our class. This week will be a short one. Just want to give you a basic idea of what to do with your photos. Videos. Okay. Right. Last week we've covered a bit on what to record and how to record. Where I mentioned that basically there's only three camera movement, three sets of camera movement. One is panning. Panning means left and right. You move the camera, not the subject. You move this camera. Of course, everything is camera movement. And also you move vertically. That's called tilting. Tilt up, tilt down. And last, zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. Of course, you can always take the static videos lah, where your phone is static and you capture the movement, just like what I did for my example. Right. So with that set of movement, actually you can do a lot of videos already. But the next step would be the one that will tell your full story. Okay, your full story. So that's where you need to edit your video. Now, editing is not so much about technical skill. It's more with practice. And with practice, uh, you will never be, what do you call it? How do I say it? What I'm trying to say is that how much you practice will determine how good you will become. Yes, but it also depends on how creative you are. You see, maybe you have noticed this in some movies or films where you notice there are certain styles to it. Yeah, because certain directors or certain video editors, they have certain style. They like to do the same things, similar things over and over again. They will use the same kind of colors, the same kind of warmth, temperature to the look, so that you can feel a certain style to it. Uh, by saying that, what I'm saying is you don't have to know everything. You don't have to be an expert in everything. How to create the graphics lah, or maybe I only know how to use the filters in TikTok editor. It's okay. It's okay. But what's more important, like what I have always remind you from the beginning, is the story. Okay, and that's why storytelling is important. The structure always divided into three. Yeah, setup, conflict, and resolution. And also make sure you prepare a storyboard so that you can always refer back to your original idea. Yeah, because sometimes when you start recording, editing, maybe you have new idea, but you see, for me, I always believe in the first idea, original idea is always the best. Yeah, perhaps the editing and the shooting bit, you can edit a bit here and there, but the story is always the best when you have a complete storyboard. That's the first uh, storytelling structure that you have. Always go back to that one so that the whole of your team understand what you're trying to do. Okay, so that's the big picture. That's the big picture. Although the next assignment is a video assignment, don't worry so much. Like I said last week, I focus on story and just the composition technique. As long as your video has some sort of composition techniques. Composition technique is the one that we gone through during the photography classes. Yeah, rule of thirds, leading lines, patterns, those things. Okay, if you can use that along with the 6 camera movements, no, 3 sets of camera movements. I leave it to you to use which one and how many. As long as you use both and have a good storytelling technique, that's a good assignment already. Okay, and I've shown you in the first assignment that I'm the kind of person who will give you an A if you can provide me with what I expected. All right. And for this week's task assignment, I've shared with you an example. Where did I put the example? Is it here? Yeah, I think I put it here in my folder. I upload it on the YouTube. You can look at it in your convenience. Okay, let's just stop there. Right. So it's a vertical video because for this week's task, for week 8 task, homework, you have to do a vertical video. Vertical means like this lah. Vertical. Eh? And all I want is video at background. Somewhere it must be a video, obviously. And I want you to start editing with text. And I don't expect you to use other softwares. You can use it, apps, CapCut, VN, whatever is on your phone is fine. TikToks, even Reels if you can edit those. Instagram, yeah, you can use that if you're familiar with that. But I would highly encourage you to use Canva, just Canva, because Canva actually has got a lot of features that are quite advanced, for our use. It's a vertical one. As you can see, it started with the title. Sorry, not there. There. Sound effects, title, and then text, text changing. But the video doesn't change. The video is just one long video. And at the end, I deleted the video and ended with that text. Okay. Uh, this is a static video where I put a phone next to me while I type. And the and the video, if you notice, actually focus on my mug. This is the mug, and there's a image of my fingers tapping on the keyboard at the background, blurred. So that's the concept or the style that I have in mind. Yeah. Of course, I don't do my storyboard, but that's the concept that I have in my mind. And I want the text to appear somewhere with a plain background. So I chose this space here to put my text. Of course, you can put anywhere. All right. So today I'm going to go through with you the process that I did in Canva to produce this. Okay. But along the way, I will show you why I chose to ask you to do this because there's a reason to it. There's a reason to it. Delete lah. Okay, home. There's a reason to it because you will use or you will learn techniques that will be useful if you're using other apps as well. Yeah, because it's the same kind of steps, right? Because when you're doing your editing, the steps are always almost the same. You have your videos, you prepare your audio, and then you prepare your storyboard or your idea, whether it's in your head or you put it somewhere. All right. So the common dimension for a vertical video is 180 times 1920. All right. Start with that. Now, when you first start doing Canva, I don't know how much experience you have with Canva. Canva is the default view is very much like PowerPoint. You have pages. They call it pages. But these pages can actually be converted into a view from editing using video editor. Okay, any video editor, Adobe Premiere, whatever. Uh, what's the name? I forgot the name. Shortcut. Uh, DaVinci. DaVinci is one of the most advanced open source software that you can download. If you are interested to see how professionals do it, by all means, download DaVinci. DaVinci. Right. So coming back to Canva, so start with this blank screen. It looks like a page in a PowerPoint, but in order for you to use it as a video, you do it like this. Okay. So upload your video here. Go to upload and upload your video by your phone lah. Taking your video using your phone. This is the this is the keyboard video that I took before. So click and drag it into here so that it will become the background. Now, as you can see, my fingers are moving, my hands are moving. I took a time lapse video, by the way. If you haven't realized it yet, it's a time lapse video. Eh? So your phone, all your phones normally have time lapse features lah on your camera. So you can use that to make a video, a short video. Especially if you are recording movements and to show how busy something gets. Maybe you go to a bus stop, maybe you go to a cafe. This kind of technique is very useful. The only issue is you need to steady the camera. Okay, for a time lapse video, a good video is when you have a steady phone. Either you use a tripod, put it on a tripod somewhere, like this, or you can put it somewhere safe, like, oh no, put it somewhere safe, like what I did just now. I stand it next to my mug of coffee. Look, I put it in my mug like that. Okay, and I focus the camera to my finger. So that part becomes a bit blurry like that. And I think I like the effects. Yeah? I like the effects. So you might ask then how can I put the text so that it changes with time, since this is only one page like PowerPoint. Okay. So if you do it that way, look what happens. Uh, use a small text lah. Eh? Uh, Same title, busy, busy, busy. Okay. Okay, let's put here. Okay. Make it bigger lah so that you can see it better. Okay, I'm just showing you that if you do it certain way, you will not get what I want. So in Canva, with the text, you can actually give effects to it. I don't know if you have tried this. Sorry, not effects, the animate. You can make it appear like this, like a typewriter or a sand. Ada bunyi pula. You can merge or whatever lah. I noticed there's a new effect and that's why I use it. This one, clarify. I like it so much. Okay, but if I were to do this, look, you can test it here, okay? If I were to do it this way, what happens is that you see, the text stays there. The effect is only happen during the beginning of the text, but it stays there. So how do you want to change it to other text? Okay, to do that, you do it this way. All right. You click at the bottom here, there's a tab called duration. Ting tong, there you go. So now what you see is okay, let me close this. If you close this, okay, if this is only what you see, this is exactly what you get in a video editing software or apps. This is how it looks like. There is the final video at the top, and at the bottom, this is what we call timeline. Timeline. Maybe I should type that down so that you can all understand what I have just said. Okay. And let's make that big. Make it bigger, Doctor. Saya tak nampak. Okay. Okay. And delete these thingies. I like them. Maybe you don't like them. So yeah. So let's put it on the side. Maybe a bit more to that side. Maybe not. Okay. This one, put it here. Hey, what? Okay. This is exactly how it looks like. Sorry, hilang pula. Duration. Okay. This is how it looks exactly in any video app that you will use. Okay. I leave it to you to explore, but if you are not sure, I highly encourage you to stick with Canva. Canva will do. Okay, Canva will do. So if you want to, you will see this what we call timeline. Okay. And in the timeline, you can have many lines. You can have video line, audio lines, video, you can have one video stacked on top of each other. Same goes with audio, sound, background sound, music, script, whatever. Yeah. So you have the final video at the top, and at the bottom you have timelines. All right. So this is the basic view you will get in a video editing software, right? So I'm going to go through with you how do I get to change the text to follow certain amount of time. All right. So how I do that is by splitting the video. Okay, split, split. I'm using the terms that will also be used in other software or apps. Split is used all over the place. Split. So what I will do, the concept, I will only show you the concept. The concept is that if you move this, what do you call this? Oh, shit, I don't remember what this is. This is uh, I call it cursor lah. Cursor that will show you at what time you want to split the video. Why do you want to split the video? Okay, why I want to split the video is because uh, I want to put the text just there. Okay, to split it, right click and you will see this menu, and there's the split page, or the shortcut is S. Now, what I like here is that S is always the shortcut in whatever software that you use. Okay, I use Shortcut. There's an app, video app called Shortcut. They also use S. DaVinci also use S to split the video. Okay, okay, let's split it and see what happens next lah. Okay, okay, 6 seconds. I want to split another one. I press an S. Okay, 9 seconds. I'm going to split it every 3 seconds. Okay, and see what happens. Okay, up to here. Let's do a short video and delete the rest. Okay, okay. Right. So if you put it here, and when you play it just like that, you will see that the feel sikit. Where do I put this? Okay. You will see that the video is the same. Even if you split it, splitting doesn't do anything to the video. What it does is that it allows you to mark a certain point in the video so that you can do certain editing to it. And for us, we want to add text to it. Okay. So for the first one, select it, click it, and go to text, add subheading. Okay, write something, busy, busy, busy. Okay, that's the word that we want. Let's put it there. Make it black, right? Make it black. And put some effects to it. Press the effect, the animate. Okay, sorry, not effect, the animate. Let's do the same that I did, which is the clarify. I like the effect so much. I even give my own sound effect to that. All right. If you go to the second part, you will see that there's no text, because the way how they handle it is that they consider each splitted segments as a different video, right? A different video, so that you can do different effects to that. So my tip is that go back to the first one, select this. No, choose this one. Choose the left one. Select this, copy, and go to this one. You paste it. In Canva, they will always paste it at the same place. Okay. So to do that, unroll it. Okay, I want to use the same effect, clarify. Different text, life is always easy. Okay, that's just my own text. Okay. So now if you start from the beginning, you drag this little arrow back to the beginning, play it, busy, busy, busy. Okay, now it's gone. Life is always busy. Now it's gone. Can you see that? So for each video segment, they consider it as a new video, and you can do all sorts of editing or an effect in that part. Okay. So if you click on this one, Again, you go to the next segment, you paste it there. Just to save time, let's paste it there as well. So edit the word. This is something that I came up with while coming here to class. So let's see the effect. Busy, busy, busy. Life is always busy. If you are not busy living, you are busy dying. Just something that I thought about while coming here. Okay, so you might have thought, alamak, doctor, very quiet lah, boring lah. Okay, I know. So how to add sound or audio? Okay, go to, on the left part, go to the bottom, you will see audio. Now, if you're using a pro Canva, you can use all these songs at the bottom. But if you don't, like me, I'm using a free account, you can only use some very few songs. So what you need to do is you click on the title, and it will get to there. Okay. Choose the song that you like. For example, this one, you can listen to it first by clicking on the play button. So if you like it, click on the name. So here's dear now. You see? And this is also exactly how a video editor looks like. There's a timeline for video and there's a timeline for audio. Yeah. In Canva, it's a bit intelligent. So it only appears in the length of your video. Actually, if you can see, there's a gray background there, meaning that the song is actually longer. But the software is very intelligent. It knows that the video is only this long, so the music is only this long lah. So now what happens is that when you play this, there's a sound at the back. Okay. Right. So why am I showing you this? Why am I'm showing you this is because you see, okay, let me add some page because I have a different idea now. Let me add one more to this. Make this black. I don't know. I just felt that when something is black and something is white, it gives a different meaning. No effect. Remove animation. But I want to add one more. Okay. Because I want to show you what another term that people normally use, which is transition. Okay. Transitions. All right. Transition is when you have an effect. Okay, let me show the audio again. Okay. Effect between the different scenes, different video. You can have different effects. For this one, uh, I chose simple one, dissolve. Dissolve meaning that from this video to the black, there is a smooth transition like that. Or you can use slide, boom, it moves like that. Or you can use circle wide. You can try all these effects. This is something similar in PowerPoint. If you notice that in PowerPoint, you can use transition between slides. This is the same. But this one will be recorded as in your video, as a video. Okay. I like a simple one. Only simple is the best. So let's see if it has a different effect. Okay, let's play it. Okay. You will notice that the end is a bit abrupt. Because normally when you end something in a black scene like this, the sound actually fades away. Okay, to do that, Canva give you an option to do this. Fade. You click on the fade and you have a choice between fade in and fade out. Fade in is for the beginning part, fade out is at the end part. So what you adjusting here is, if you notice when I do this slide, there's a slight triangle happening there. You see? You see? What that means is that the fading or the slowing down of the volume starts there. Starts about 2 seconds before the end. 2 seconds, okay? I make it to start at 2 seconds. Okay? Let's see if you notice this or not. Okay? Focus on the sound at the end. So you will notice that the sound ended just nice, landing very softly. Okay. Yes, you can even do it in the beginning. Okay. Fade in, so that it doesn't start straight away like that. Okay. So let's have a see. Very subtle because it's only for 1 second. So what I've shown you is that, okay, one more is the fade. Fade. These are terms that normally people use when doing video editing. At least with these 4 terms, you can speak to a video editor very nicely, so they understand what you're trying to do. Okay, right. So yeah, you can go ahead using this basic editing steps for you to create your video. Okay, I highly encourage you to follow these steps for your homework for week 8. Week 8. And you can now go ahead and play around with the effects and see whether it looks better or not. Normally, I play around with the colors. I go to filters and see the colors. Normally, I use the vintage one. I like these colors a lot. Retro, for example. I like this. But don't forget that you have splitted the video, so your effect is only applicable to the first one, the first segment. So if you want to use this effect consistently, you have to change it to all the video. All right. Okay, how to edit? I'll click dulu, edit, and see all retro. Okay. Or maybe you want to try a different color. Also can. But what happens is that the color will change. But again, like I said, if you want to change it nicely, you might use the dissolve. Let's see what happens. The color changes. So the color changes smoothly if you put in the correct transition. Okay. You hover your cursor around space between the videos and this will appear. So click on that and you select the transition style that you want. Okay. Select on that. This all. Maybe I would like to end with the black and white one. Let's use that so that it can blend into the black and white one. So let's see if it has a different effect. Yeah, I think I like it. I don't know about you, but I think I like that. There's a very simple, short video about a poem where you learn. Okay, this is why the reason why I asked you to do this using these steps. Because while doing this video, one, you will learn how to use a video editor. In this case, Canva, a very basic editor, but it still has powerful features. By using my steps, you will have learned these 4 basic terms, which are used quite a lot in video editing. You understand what is timeline, You understand what is split? Split are those things that you split in the video, right? The transition is the effects that you see in between two videos. Maybe you want to change it in a different way, or just use a dissolve one, so for a smoother change between the scenery. Eh? And for the sound, I introduce you to the term fade. Eh? Actually, fade is also used for videos, but Canva doesn't have it. But you can sort of simulate it using the transition. But fade is sometimes used both for video and audio. And I introduce you to the fade that is used on audio, on the sound, for background sound. Uh, and this is how it looks like in any video editor. Okay, your final video at the top, your timelines at the bottom, and on your left side are all your tools, your tools to create your video, to edit, to cut, to paste it, and so on. Maybe you asking me whether can I have different videos attached to it? Of course. If you go back to our uploaded videos, let's say you want to use this video. I don't know what that is, but uh, you just drag it to that part. You see? So, and let's say we want to add a transition to that, and maybe add uh, a new text. Okay, let's copy that. Life is full of magic. Something like, I don't know what it means. Whether it fits or not, doesn't matter. I just want to put it out there. Effects, maybe I use this one so that, and the if animation, I choose the block one. Phew. Okay, and this one, perhaps I will edit the audio a bit so that it sounded less strong. And the color, I want to change it to something else. I want to make it a bit more like a film. Okay, see what happens. Okay, so yes, the answer is you can add different videos. I don't mind you adding or different videos to your video submission for your homework. You can add different views, different camera movements. I leave it to you. For this one, I think I've used, uh, okay, from the beginning. There's a zoom in and also a panning, not panning, sorry, tilting upwards. So I use two different movements at the same time. So yeah, I look forward to that. And these are all the basic steps that you can use to edit your video. You might notice that, hey, that's enough. Yes, what I'm trying to say to you is that with these basic steps, you can now create videos. And what's more important is for the story behind the video. And what's the story? I keep telling you, story are just structures on how you tell your story. And the basic one is that it must be divided into three parts. Okay, the setup, the conflict, and your resolution. Just like this one, the the short poem that I used. Uh, Busy is the setup, the title, and the conflict is the main content of the poem, and the resolution is the text here. You are busy dying, something like that. All right. In the task also, another reason why I asked you to do it because I want you to use Chat GPT, and I want you to do it properly. a lot of people use ChatGPT. In my mind, not very correct, because what tutup lah, nanti awak nampak pula saya guna untuk apa, right? So for this assignment, since it's a short video, if you ask ChatGPT right away, giving him instruction like this, right? A poem, I don't know, about my cat. So it will write a poem. Of course, it will write a poem. Okay, dia tanya pula soalan. It's yellow. Very cute. What else that he asked? It loves fish. You see, if you don't give the enough detail, what happened is that, look, of course it is a poem, but as you can see, because we are doing a video, you see, it's just a 1 minute or 30 seconds video. If you were to animate all this, it will take a long time. So in order for you to do that, you need to give context. Okay, different one. Context to ChatGPT. Now, this is where a lot of people fail. Okay, they thought ChatGPT understands them, so that whenever they give instruction, ChatGPT can give what they want. Actually, ChatGPT doesn't know anything about you. So tell him the things that you want clearly, so that he knows what to say. Okay. So for this particular task, for example, for me, since this is just a short video, and for a short video, long words like this is not very useful. Okay. So this is too long. Okay, okay. In ChatGPT, you can edit your query. I'm just giving some context, so that it will be a nice poem, short, nice poem that you can use for your video. Okay. Fish. Okay. Okay, something like that. Right? See, I think this is much better, and this is much more useful for your video. Okay. Because in a video, normally the text just helps you to feel the video better. The main attraction is the video itself. The text must be there just to help bring out the feeling better. Okay, and that's why do not have heavy words in your poem. And that's why this is where I put in here, using simple words. Because I want the poem to be a simple one, using simple words, so that it's easier for the viewer when they watch your video to read the text. The text is not the main attraction. The video is. The text just help to tell the story. Okay. So this is the title, Tiger by the Door. Yellow fur with stripes on it. He waits for me, his day complete. By the door, his tail always white. Dreaming of fish, his favorite bite. His golden eyes gleam, sharp and true. The clock ticks slowly, he feels it too. When I arrive, he sleeps the chair. My little tiger always near. Right? Simple poem for you to use in your video. And why I ask you to do this is because I want you to start using ChatGPT in your work but use it correctly. Okay, do not shy away from AI tools out there, but do not use it to replace you. Use it to help you. Okay, and this is why in all my assignment, in all my subjects, one of the assignment is always about using ChatGPT in your work. Okay, because I believe the way forward is for us to live with AI. Yeah, we are living with AI already anyway. It's just that we don't realize it that much. But moving forward, we will live with them more. So I want you to start using all these tools correctly. Okay, and for this assignment, this is the kind of prompt that you can use. Ask him, give context, ask him to write a poem with simple words. All right. Just a two verse will do because two verse will have 8 lines, and that's exactly what I've used in my video here. It's just an eight line poem to talk about busy lives. Of course, you can use other sounds as well. All right, I want to say a bit about that. Let's finish this video because I think it's just a nice video for you to learn how to edit. Yeah, no use denying. At the end, it focus on this word. Yeah. Okay, the sound. Why I ask you to put in sound? And I know a lot of you are using a free Canva account, so you can't access good songs in your account. But a lot of you I know can download songs from YouTube. But you see, if you do that, that's an unethical thing to do. Because one of the objective of this class is for you to do things ethically. All right. So I'm urging you not to do that. Do not download songs from YouTube unless ada unless lah, unless it came from channels that says these words. No copyright songs on YouTube. Okay. Okay, if you go to this kind of channels, you will say words like royalty free. Now, this one has no copyright. You can use this music and sounds, okay? But just don't go to your favorite artist and download their song and use it in your video. You cannot do that, okay? But what you can do is you go to these kind of channels where it says royalty free, no copyright. Actually, you have a lot, just by typing no copyright, you have lots of channels are doing that. No copyright sounds. This is a different channel. No copyright sound. Focus wave, all sorts of channel are using this. Okay. So only download from these videos. Only download from these videos. Okay. Otherwise, you can also Google free audio or free songs. Mixkit.co is another website where you can go. There are lots of sounds that you can use. Sounds like songs. You can use this if you want. But make sure it's the free one. Some of them are paid one. You cannot download it. So this is where you find it. Okay. Please check the copyright first before downloading. A lot of things on the internet are someone else's. Just because it's there doesn't mean you can use it. All right. Because people have invested in these things. They make music using their effort and time and money. So we cannot just download it for our use without their consent. Right? So that's the reason why I ask you to put music in your in your video, because you will learn that only certain music you can use. All right. And the video are yours. So of course there's no copyright. The copyright belongs to you. But the sound need to come from a legal site. Unless of course you are a musician lah. You use your own music, then it's okay. But for a lot of you, I think like me, we are not musicians. We don't know how to produce music. Although now with AI tools you can. Nowadays I'm into this. I think I might show you a bit what I'm into nowadays. By the way, I love AI tools. I love them because it allows me to do our work quicker. If you go to suno.com, it allows you to create songs based on prompts. These are the songs that I produce all this while. I just started using this, I think, last week, I think. This is what I created today, anytime with you. No, I don't like that one. This one is okay. If you like to explore these things, by all means, go ahead and try it. And these songs can be downloaded as well. You can download it, download the audio, and you can use it in your video also. All right. So AI is fantastic. AI is nice, but only if you use it with care. Use it with care. Do not use AI to replace you. Use it to help your work, and that's fine. But use it correctly. So today I have shown you to use ChatGPT properly. You have to give it context. Tell them what you want to do, and yet at the same time add some more information. Okay. Use simple words. You just need an 8 lines of poem. It's about a cat, and make sure the poem has a story. And tell that story to ChatGPT, like this one. The story is that about of him waiting for me to come home from class. That's the story. Okay. Don't just say write a poem about my cat, because ChatGPT wouldn't know what kind of story should I tell. You see, and for me, I need to see the story, and that's why you have to tell the ChatGPT that way. Okay. Right. So that's all from me. Go through again my video for this week to see how I did the video. But before I end, I would like to share with you a bit about the task that you did before for your storyboard. This one. Right. The reason why I want to talk a bit is because a lot of you got it right. For those who have submitted lah, I think a lot of you haven't submitted yet. But for those who have submitted, some of you got it. For this one, like Sophia, I think this is a very nice story. This is what we all do actually. Yeah, we felt some symptoms, and then when we Google it, it went so much worse. So you might as well don't Google it in the first place. So that's the story. You see. You felt something, you went to Google, any setup, any conflict, any resolution. Never mind lah. That's the resolution. Now that's a complete story. Okay, I want to see that. But some of you are still struggling with that, which I I fully understand. But it needs practice. Okay, it needs practice. This one is fine. Kind of long, but yeah, it's fine. I didn't expect you to like this much, but yeah. There's one more of you who created a very complete storytelling, storyboard, which is okay, but I don't expect that much. This one is okay. And I also like to mention that this is a real charity. IQ 70 Plus is in Jalan Gasing. I knew this one. Quite close, nearby. And I highly encourage you, if you have nothing to do on the weekends, go there and serve their residents. Their resident is those who have IQ less than 70. Mostly Chinese, but they are all Malaysians. Some of them are taken care of because their family do not have the capacity to take care of them. Not that their family don't love them. Don't get me wrong. Don't get them wrong. Because this center has the expertise. to take care of them. Because sometimes those with what do you call that, disability, that's the word. People with a disability sometimes to take care of them needs special care. People with special skills. So IQ 70 plus is one of those that is able to help with these people. Yeah. So if you have time, go there and see how you can help them. Okay. Going there, looking at the walls, and at the end they are happy playing with the student residents there. So that's a story, simple one. For this one, yes, it's a story. It's a good story actually, to be honest. Planting a tree, and then the tree grew, and the tree gives out fruit, and the boy is happy. But you see, fruit tree doesn't grow in a day or a week, and this boy looks the same as this boy. So the story is a bit illogical. Huh? So, well, the story is fine, but make sure your story is also logical. Make sure it's logical. Maybe you can make it a bit older, a bit older, showing that the resolution is that the man. So now the boy becomes a man. So the man becomes grateful that in life you have to start early. So in the end, the world will give you the best to you. Something like that. Okay. So that becomes the story. This one is a bit too detailed, I mean, but it's okay. It's okay. I like to see that you use I don't know which AI tools you use to describe this, but each description have its own graphics, photos, and it tells a story inspired by real events happening in Bangladesh last early middle of this year, middle of this year. But it's quite too detailed. I didn't expect you to do this, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. And this is a complete story lah. This is a complete story. This is an everyday story. I think this is inspired by true story, Natania, Nia. She even used her own name here. I think this is a true story based on true story. But this is a story, nevertheless. Very good. I also like this one. Jom study. Let's study. Should we go to library study? Go to study. Go to library. Sit down. 20 seconds later, both are sleeping. So this is a story. Okay. Setup, conflict, resolution. Macam tu. Right. So for this one yang I'm a bit struggling with the story because I think the story is not complete. Spaceship, space of Mars, blah blah blah. Alien masuk. Spaceship pergi Earth. Earth sampai spaceship sampai Earth. And person on ground spot spaceship. Is there more to this? I don't know. Because this is not yet a story. Because the story is attack from Mars. And there's no attack going. Maybe there's more to it. I don't know. So please complete this because this is yet to become a story lah. A complete storyboard. Complete storyboard and complete story is two different things. Uh, Stories can be very what do you call detailed, but storyboard are simple ideas so that people can understand the flow of the story. That's it. I don't expect you to write very detailed stories for your storyboard, as long as as long as there's a structure to it. Okay, setup, who is the character and the setup, what's happening, and then what's the final message. And this is another one that I'm struggling with the story. They want to go to shopping. They go by car. The car broke down. Someone came and they paid the mechanic, and then they go shopping. You see, yes, it's a story, a type of story, but there's no storytelling there. Yeah. So perhaps they meet again or something at Uniqlo. They meet the mechanic. They don't have enough money to bayar apa nama to pay for their shopping. Maybe they help to pay the shop. Now that becomes a story. That's just my quick idea lah. Story, because story needs to have a structure. You see, it's not just about telling something that is happening, because this is what it's doing lah. Siapa ni? Hazira. So Hazira, this is a story, but it's not a storytelling structure. There's no structure to it. Someone wants to go to shopping, and then the car broke down. Someone help to fix the car, and then they go back to shopping. The end. Cannot lah. So introduce some sort of conflict, and then it becomes a story. Okay. These all 6 boards actually is just the setup sebenarnya. Just the setup up to 5 lah. Ini sebab ni ending. There's no conflict here. So add some conflicts. Add some, what do you call, nowadays people like to call it plot twist. Plot twist. I don't like to use it, but some people use it a lot. Plot twist lah, apalah. Plot twist. So introduce a plot twist here. My idea is that perhaps they meet the mechanic again in Uniqlo, shopping for a baju, shopping for a clothes. And then when he wants to pay, he doesn't have enough money. So remembering that he was a good man that fixed their car before, so they help to pay for the man shopping. And they now they don't just have new clothes, but they now have new friends. Macam tu. That's the story. Okay. So most of you haven't uploaded your storyboards yet, but that's what I expect from you lah. A kind of story with a flow. The flow, with a structure. Okay, again, I would like to remind you that this assignment are weekly based. Upload them so that you can learn together with the rest of the class. But the assignment is different. Let me change this so that you don't see everything. Okay. So weekly is for you to do it on weekly basis, but all of them are due on week 14. But this one, you need to do it on these deadlines, okay? Week 5, that's done. The next one is due week 9, which is next week. Not this week, next Sunday. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. For you to upload a video with a story. Where to look at the question is go to that link and click on add submission, okay? And this is your question, okay? Again, I commented on our photography assignment. When I said life of you in UM can be yours, doesn't mean that it can be about things that you do in your holiday, you see. Yes, it's about you, but you talk about the sun, you talk about the beach. That's not what I want. I want stories about you, your values as a student, how passionate you are, how integrity you are. Now that would be good. You go on a holiday, for example, take video and you use the same video to create one that you want to submit. That's fine. But don't talk about the sun, the moon. You cannot lah. Otherwise, talk about the moon while you see it in UM campus. Now that's fine. Okay. So I don't want to make it too complicated, but I still want you to understand my expectation. Okay. So my expectation is more on the story, again, on the story. And what I mean by the story is that the story must have a structure. Okay. Setup, conflict, and resolution. There's some sort of structure to it, then I'm fine. I will give you an 8 for it straight away. And for the video itself, I expect you to use some sort of composition techniques. Rule of third, leading lines, wide, not wide, sorry. With your camera movement, either it's fan, tilting, or zooming in, or just static one, but showing movement. That's fine. And I will give you an 8. 9 and 10 is reserved for those who give an effort, extra effort to your work. Then I will give a 9 or 10. Yeah. The mark is 20, so 10 and 10. Story and videography. That's how I mark your assignment. Okay. And again, the deadline is at 12 midnight on the 15th of December. Okay. I don't say 12 because some people say 12 is on the 16th. So to make it clear, the deadline is 11:59 on the 15th of December. This is a Sunday. 15 is the Sunday. Right, so it's 4 o'clock already. Thank you so much for your time.
Excuse me,
That's
doctor.
all. Yeah, that's all for
Can you
me.
hear me?
One
Can you
question,
hear
of
me?
course.
Basically, for the sake of clarifying the story, right, for this
Mhm.
assignment, it has to be based on UM, is it?
About UM, about life in UM. It's not just
Okay,
about
about
UM.
life in UM. Okay, okay.
Exactly. That's why I underlined it. Life in UM. And UM
Okay,
can be everything. Buildings, you, animals, cats, squirrels, whatever. Yeah. The flowers, all those things. Life in
okay.
UM.
Sure.
It can
Thank
be
you,
about
doctor.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, it can be about you. Some of your seniors even take a video of their roommates, yeah? A video interview about their roommates, asking them, what do you think about UM? Also can, yeah? As long as there's a story to that. If it's just about telling, oh, in the morning I wake up at 8 to go class at 9, and then in the afternoon I go for lunch, cannot lah, because there's no structure to that, you see? So take one story and put it into structure and create a video for it. That's it. Okay. You might notice that I didn't focus on editing here. I never said that you need to have text, you need to have graphics. No, I didn't want that. But if you do, then like I said, that I consider that as additional effort. So I will give you 9 and 10 for it, yeah, depending on your effort. All right. Uh, but for the final one, for the group one, I expect you to have some graphics elements lah. We'll go through that later. Eh? All right, so that's all from me. Thank you so much for your time. On a Friday afternoon, I know it's a bit difficult. This whole week is also an online class time. So a lot of you are at home, I know. So except for Afrina, I think. I noticed that you said that you are on campus. If I know that, I might belanja you coffee lah. But anyway, thank you for your time, everyone. I hope to see you next week, and we'll go through again with your assignment next week if you like more time with it. I might not give you any task for next week, but please, if you have time, do the homework for the rest of the week. Okay. Thank you so much, and hope to see you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.